Our final speaker this evening, and what a fabulous way to end a fabulous evening. Aritha van Herk is the author of 5 novels and 4 works of nonfiction. Her irreverent but relevant History of Alberta, Mavericks, and Incorrigible History of Alberta has been chosen by the Calgary Public Library to inaugurate the One Book, One City initiative. Woo. She is University Professor and Professor of English at the U of C. Please welcome Aritha van Herk.
Is this not the most amazing library in the most amazing city full of the most amazing people? Yeah. Well, there is only one topic that can follow love. Mavericks, history, and laundry. Make room for the one task that suggests its own consumption, completion merely an argument for repetition. One maverick habit or domestic chore or custom or practice, one unwritten law of life, one aesthetic, laundry. One story repeats itself, line after line, peg after peg, from one house to another. A cat's cradle, infinite tracks of long johns and shirts, sheets and nappies, and the wings of the angel arms. It's an old story, dirty linen draped over the bar of the Bateau Lavoir in Paris at the end of the 18th century, the washing boats of the Seine, the repository of one task. Those floating laundromats allowed laundresses to rent riverside space. And it's an ageless art. Nothing changes but the equipment. One method for recycling useless tires. I timed this. And even one man, a maverick, and out on the Alberta prairie, acknowledges the art of scrub and hang. Now this is a clean one. He's combed his hair. His cat is as orderly as his socks on the line. But this one is more of a loner, and I like him better. That might be a soup pot he's using, of course. He and the scrub board pose together in front of a good fence to keep in the mavericks that might escape, or including himself, or to keep something else out. Here's a messy one, a cautionary tale. His good kitchen chairs have become his washing horse, and he's made no effort at all to clean up. He is one with his buffalo horns and his shadow and the Chinook eating the snow around him. This one is desperate. Nothing but a wash basin on a day as cold as the one we had yesterday. His buttons are sewn on, but he's combed his hair with an axe, and his face stares into one desperate plea, "Save me, please." Somewhere far away, back in a world where women do the laundry and men hold the guns, is a different act of desperation. This is sometimes what art pretends to use, but that line in the background means more than it does. In Spain, the river tributaries between kneeling women, the cold water, the tousled bank, the sheets hanging on the city wall, one posture, the kneel, this history of laundry. And in Russia, one hole in the ice, one bleak winter, one job to do. And this is a job that is part of our history too. Cleaning up, how do we do it? We yearn for this heat, blue sunshine, the line of a breeze, a tropical site, an outdoor culture, heat energy, sustainable. That's what we all want. Or romance in Venice, houses married by the line between them, the narrow street, a shaped conversation of one and the two legs of the pants there can only suggest where they might go, what they might do. Meanwhile, back at home in Calgary, moving from one location to another, this is how a city on the move treated laundry, at least some time ago. This is how a city showed its bias, but laundry never sleeps. Housewives on the prairie used what was available. The fence served as the one line that would dry the day. Far in the distance, the train chugged toward the west, toward Calgary. Settlement makes do. There is more than one way to dream westward in the spring, more than one way to finish a maverick task. Open the windows and begin this never-ending work, one element of the history of Alberta, a woman washing on her porch, which is really just a flat piece of plywood. And why not dress for the occasion? One good hat in the house and a photographer at the door. Nothing but pails and basins and a scrub board, but a good dress and a hat fit for the opera. And she's so glad you're here and not there. One fine line of laundry hanging above the packed drift of a winter's snowfall. This is how high the snow, how black the dress, how winter the world here in Maverick, Alberta. What else to do but show it off? Or celebrate. This mother pegs clothes to the line while the children hold down the sleigh in a line of recreation, the one facing the camera hugging the dog to pose for the one moment of time when all garments are caught in billow and ready to be frozen. This is our story. This is the trace of Maverick, Alberta that cannot be erased. Even the songsters name it for the billow of art that it blows. Prairie wind, the Chinook, our breath and scent are one indelible signature. And yes, I know, they asked me to clean up tonight. Thank you.